Good evening, everyone. This is my media analysis project or presentation for our ethnic studies class. I am doing the film or movie 8 Mile, directed by Curtis Hanson. I chose this movie because I feel like it is a good option for this project and presentation that I'm going to do, and I hope you guys enjoy. This movie stars Eminem, Anthony Mackie, Brittany Murphy and Mickey Pfeiffer or Piffer or however you want to say it. And my name is Maxim Duran, and here you go. For a little overview of the movie, of what the whole story is. The story follows Jimmy Smith Jr., or B-Rabbit, on his journey to how he became the famous rapper Eminem. I'm sure many of you guys have heard of Eminem or have listened to a couple of songs. He's won many awards for his music, and he still produces music to this day. It's just about how he became who he was, about his lifestyle, how he grew up, and he is a white male rapper navigating through poverty and figuring out his lifestyle in a predominantly black hip hop community. This is from when he was a little bit younger, probably around his young adult or teenage years, about just how he grew up living in Chicago. Um, he comes from an abusive family, from poverty and a lower class community. So how does this film or movie connect to our ethnic studies concepts? So here are some studies concepts that I related this film or movie to. I did five of them, and the first one is racialization, which is how a white rapper, which is him, Eminem, is in a dominantly black music genre. My second one is the privilege of being white, and quotation marks privilege, because all can experience poverty or racism or sexualism. You don't have to be just white or just a minority group. My third one is cultural appropriation. Rather than stealing hip hop from black culture, he affiliates himself with it. For my fourth one, I did intersectionality, which means uh, or in this case, he takes accountability for who he is, and he doesn't portray himself as above anyone. He is just like everyone else, and that's a good thing. And for my last one, I did resistance because rap, just in general, is an expression of resistance, power, emotion. It's a way to express different things. Um, so yeah. So let's do a little deeper dive of what resist of what writ of what each of these are. So racialization, B-Rabbit is a white male in a predominantly black city, so Chicago, and he comes from a small, low income, lower class trailer park. He is a white rapper in a black music genre, and he earns his respect through his skill of rapping instead of just him being white and having the stereotype of that white privilege. It shows how even though his identity is a white male, he is the same as everyone else. So for the privilege of being a white male, oops, there's a little typo there. You can see here in the photo, it is 8 Mile Road of his mobile court. So this is where he lived. He lived in a mobile home, which was, seen as lower class or lower income for lower income families. Jimmy experiences poverty even though he is white. Poverty affects both white and black communities and more communities of that. The wishes of living the American dream can affect all communities, not just minorities or people of different color or something along those lines. For cultural appropriation, hip hop is a black cultural art form. It was created by black people, and typically a lot of white people will try to either steal it or say that they created it. But instead, B-Rabbit or Eminem or Jimmy Smith Jr., being a white male, he doesn't try to steal this from them, but he embraces it and he likes to share this together with them, just with all people, whether you're white, black, Asian. He wants to share this with everyone and not just try to take it and use it as its own form of expression. For intersectionality, these rap battles are ways to express who can speak. So it's a way of expressing your emotions about, you know, how you feel, your anger, your, whatever you feel. Instead of rapping about the stereotypes of white privilege, Jimmy B. Rabbit, or Jimmy Smith Jr., he embraces who he really is. In one of his lines in the rap, one of his rap battles, he specifically says, "I'm white trash," meaning that he is, he knows who he is, he knows what his background is. He earns his respect through his skill and is being vulnerable about who he is, like I said, through his background, what he's done, who he comes from. It shows how voice can be used and to challenge community stereotypes. For resistance, rap is a form of art. It can bring people together. I don't think just rap is, but music in general is one of the biggest ways that people all come together. Things like concerts or festivals, so many people go to these and everyone enjoys music together. Rap is a form of expression of emotion, power, resistance, and more. Most people, when they sing or rap or make music, it's something personal or something could be something about the world. It all has a deeper meaning, and it's an expression of how they can get it out rather than just talking about it or something like that. They use rap to express their living conditions, the social unfairness, political views, their own personal feelings, and etc. Their voices is a form of empowerment, so how they can, get attention for this or try to change a view on something. And for my conclusion, the whole main point of why I picked this film was to show that racism and privilege aren't biological or based off skin color, that it's actually a social construct. This film represents B. Rabbit, Eminem, Jimmy Smith Jr., one of those three, being a white male struggling to find his identity and lifestyle in a black cultural community. It shows how racism is a social construct, not biological. Just like everyone else, Jimmy needs to earn or prove that he deserves respect. And you can see in the photo that, him working hard and he finally earned his respect and he has many awards and has done a great job. So, yeah, there you go.